Kanye West reportedly reached out to Lil Durk to check in on him after it was revealed that prosecutors are processing over 230 gigabytes of digital evidence in his case. This includes audio recordings, video footage, and 20,000 pages of reports indicating that the prosecution may have more than enough evidence to build a strong case against him.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just taking a day at a time. Just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah. I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Look, that's all I'm talking about here. You know, the people here, they get their time, but they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling those stories. They be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, he called me. Yeah.
After the Kanye interview featuring Lil Durk reportedly recorded while Durk was in jail went viral, things took a serious turn in court the following morning. As prosecutors sifted through the massive trove of 230 gigabytes of digital evidence, they allegedly uncovered disturbing connection. Investigators believe Durk was involved in orchestrating two other incidents, the first involving Stephen Mack, who was suspected of taking out Durk's own brother, D-Thumb, and the second involving the death of OTF Jam's baby mother, Cardley. After Durk discovered Jam had been cooperating with authorities, federal agents now believe that OTF Jam could be the key to connecting Durk to all three crimes. The turning point came during an Instagram live set where Durk allegedly realized Jam was wearing a wire. Jam was seen adjusting the top of his jacket and whispering quietly, which raised serious suspicions and may have tipped Durk off.
I ain't gonna lie, feeling like back in the day. Oh, oh, dang. Like, he's so happy. He's about
check on your man, know what you got.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
don't have a day architect.
When I was dead.
School just outside.
All that whooping on the net, it got your man. Let's go.
OTF Jam is the same person Lil Durk had gifted $50,000 to during that very Instagram live session.
Steady crying, huh?
Steady crying. Peter.
See that? My baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies. I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. I'm sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. I'm some money to do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to go out and do it. Now what I want to do what I want. Y'all can do that, bro. Bro got out what? You know that
Haven't you did all?
The years I did it now?
Yeah.
They let it be. 12. That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah. So much money.
We really just get in order to pick out planes, man, boy.
Months before the arrest, Durk had already sensed something was off about Jam's behavior. When the news broke, it became clear Durk had been playing 3D chess all along. He had anticipated that OTF Jam would eventually cooperate.
From a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know you're cooperate.
As Durk would later speak further on this, saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives anymore and gives no information to anyone. You can tell how sad he is, knowing Jam's
Nobody ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the have family night at Durk house tonight.
You say everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta everybody getting watched. Watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. What to do? Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
Though Durk had sensed something was wrong with Jam, he only learned the full truth too late. Unable to get revenge himself, Durk allegedly sent his people to handle it for him. A report claims OTF Jam was tracked down by OTF members at a house outside of Atlanta, where sources say he was punished for cooperating with authorities and allegedly snitching on OTF leader Durk. A photo surfaced showing the scene outside the residence Jam had been hiding in. Jam wasn't the only one who paid a price for crossing Durk. Prosecutors recently linked Durk to another case, this time in Chicago. He's now connected to the death of Stefan Mack, which investigators believe was retaliation for the murder of Durk's brother, D. On January 27, 2022, while no official charges have been filed, Durk's name appears in newly unsealed court documents. Ahead of an upcoming detention hearing, the paperwork references to Instagram stories, one posted just 30 minutes after Mack's death, paying tribute to D, and another posted the following day showing Durk laughing, raising further suspicion.
What? Somebody always said slap con. What is it? Slap con.
With the feds being able to line up evidence so easily against Durk, many look at OTF Jam for being responsible. But on February 24th, Durk's lawyers would send in a request to be released on a bond. It was shared that his lawyers proposed a $3.3 million bond, backed by equity in his homes and cash from Sony Music, which was quickly denied. Durk's lawyers also shared in court that his jail situation is illegal. It was announced that Durk's fast prison transfer was caused by issues within his cell block, and being a high-profile rapper likely caused him to be targeted for commissary and giving the judge a heads up. Durk's life in jail is concerned, and he isn't being protected by the law like he should. They believe Quando Rando's sending hits towards Durk as revenge. Quando and Lil Tim both did interviews and said the same message. Many think it's a weird coincidence, but others believe it was a way for the feds to not target Quando and Lil Tim for trying to get revenge against Durk. Lil Tim, who did the act towards King Von, said this entire situation should have been avoided, while mentioning Durk just threw his life away trying to get revenge for a beef.
I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. But like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That shit never happened like that.
Even Rondo echoed the same sentiment. He wishes things had been handled differently. He pointed out that Durk has a family and major responsibilities, but still ended up throwing it all away.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this book that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out. Or whatever, like they could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
This has made Durk's time in jail even tough. He's been moved to a new section with harsh living conditions, reportedly similar to what YNW Melly experienced. Commenting on the situation, Charleston White said that people like Durk don't deserve any comfort while behind bars.
The YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting this treat. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting this treat, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing, about being mistreated. When you done chose to play, think somebody.
As a judge listening to the defense, the courtroom quiets as Durk's legal team presents their first argument for his release. They begin by addressing the prosecution's claim that Durk incriminated himself through lyrics, drawing from a strategy seen in the YSL trial. Durk's lawyers present an alibi rooted in music production. Specifically, they reference the track Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy featuring Babyface, Ray, one of the song's prosecutors point to as evidence of self-snitch. In a sworn declaration submitted in the M4 Hire case, Durk's producer states the song was recorded 7 months before the incident in question. To support this, the defense attaches the original project file to the court document, including timestamps and metadata, showing the track's creation well before the alleged crime took place. The lyrics at the center of the controversy look on the news and see your son. You are screaming no. No mirror the scene where Quando was seen at the crime scene reportedly yelling no. The defense argues that any resemblance is purely coincidental and that the timeline proved Durk could not have been referencing a yet-to-happen event.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
While the alibi initially appeared strong, prosecutors were quick to flip it on Durk. They pointed to additional lyrics from the same song, where Durk raps, "Told me they got an addy," implying someone had secured a target's location. Prosecutors argued this line suggested premeditation. They further strengthened their argument by referencing a public statement made by Brick Baby, who said he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Durk had asked. The prosecution claimed this showed that Durk had access to the information needed to carry out the act, tying the lyrics directly to real-world intent and possible coordination.
Then there's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had to ask me, I probably would have been. Because if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I something right.
Brick Baby has already made it clear he's not cooperating with authorities or snitching on Durk. He also dismissed the Quando Rando screaming lyrics as one of the biggest coincidences ever. However, things took a turn when an old interview clip resurfaced. In it, Brick Baby says, "You can't say Durk never slid for King Von anymore. They got Pat." After Durk's arrest, Brick Baby reacted to that same interview during a live stream, unintentionally drawing even more federal attention to Durk. The timing made it look like his public comments may have added fuel to the investigation.